place of movie scene. Noise is always loud, there are sirens all around, and the streets are mean. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere, that's what they say. See my face in lights, saw my name in marquees found down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets won't make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York. One hand in the air for the big city. Big lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that can compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're from Joburg. These streets won't make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for Joburg.
Welcome to the CRET 2021 Virtual Awards Ceremony, proudly brought to you by the Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust. Please welcome your host, Thapelo Chacha.
The President of the Republic of South Africa and patron of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, the Honorable Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, the Chairperson of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, our beautiful First Lady, Dr. Tshepo Motsepe, the board members, the advisory board members, donors, CRET alumni, friends of the trust, and of course, our beneficiaries. Good evening and welcome to the very first virtual CRET Awards ceremony. My name is Thapelo Chacha, a land law expert and a town planner by profession, and I'm coming to you live, and I'm your host for this evening. I trust you have enjoyed the build up to our event, where tonight we celebrate the achievements and the beneficiaries for our graduates of class of 2019 and 2020, as well as 2021 cohort. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we had hoped to meet in person on this auspicious occasion, but circumstances beyond our control, and I, for one, am standing alone here all dressed up, and I can only imagine how exquisite you'll all be looking tonight. That's the thing with this new normal. We are all hidden behind our laptops, drinking wine out of our coffee cups, and also wearing pajamas from waist down and slippers during our meetings, scratching the dogs and screaming to the children. I hope you enjoyed the performance in the waiting room, ladies and gentlemen, and I trust you will enjoy this occasion with us and will get interact with you over the evening. We have indeed a magical evening ahead with celebrations, with prizes, and some of the prizes to win in store today. First up, some house rules, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep your microphones on mute and cameras off during these presentations. And please engage with each other in the chat box. And now I will be laying out a program that we have for tonight. The first will be welcoming by the CRET Education, the Executive Director, Chantel Westhazen, and then followed by the graduates and top achievers from 2019 and 2020. Then a message from our chairperson, Dr. Tshepo Motsepe, and our patron, Mr. Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa. I hope he found his tablet. Some quiz and entertainment, of course, to test your knowledge. Tonight is a night about celebrating the success of all the students who are part of the Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust. It now gives me a great pleasure to hand over to the Executive Director of Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust, Chantel Westhazen, better known as Mama Bear. I believe she has been in isolation, or is it hibernation, Alice? But she is here with us tonight. Mashanti, I welcome you. But before we get into the formalities, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you to enjoy a short video.
Whatever you struggle with, they're always there to just help us with everything, resources, mentoring. If you're struggling with modules, tutoring and everything.
It's indeed a family. I have big sisters, young sisters. It's like you're in a family away from home. It's like a home away from home. There's financial security, emotional stability.
During school holidays and December, we get an opportunity to go together on a camp. They teach us how to be good leaders. They teach us more things and then like to make us better persons than just academics.
Esteemed guests, as the Executive Director of the Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust, I am humbled and honoured to be part of this celebration. I too am self-isolating and am saddened that we are not able to be together in person. We're certainly living in a different world to the one in 2010 when I joined the foundation. At that time, CRET supported just a handful of students in tertiary studies. It was a time when we enjoyed physical contact and freedom of movement, when I could still hug my students. A time when Zoom meetings and virtual awards ceremonies were futuristic visions in a cloud. But visions, or rather visionaries, can create realities. From humble beginnings some 25 years ago, when our patron undertook to sponsor marginalized youth to go to university and realize their dreams of a better future, we find ourselves here, recognizing our largest cohort of CRET graduates and achievers to date. Before me are lawyers, teachers, doctors, pilots, accountants, and entrepreneurs. There is so much potential in this room. Our journey has not been without trials and tribulations, but then parenting seldom is. My CRET team can attest to this. An unpredictable future means that we need to remain an innovative and adaptable organization, which is what CRET prides itself on. We do this through a holistic model to youth support. This support extends beyond a check for tuition, books, and accommodation. Rather, we support, nurture, and mentor our beneficiaries. We are continuously morphing to meet the needs, whether it is in psychosocial interventions, additional soft skills training, the drive behind attaining a legal driver's license, or the need to provide eye testing and spectacles. This year we have over 100 beneficiaries in our cradle of support. Each will be exposed to our comprehensive holistic offerings. Respect, empathy, and authenticity are further servant leadership foundations that will effectively equip our graduates with the tools to effectively participate in our economy and society as a whole. Many of those recognized here tonight will have met our patron and chair when they were hosted on their farm in Bella Bella for holiday programs. There I have witnessed nervous little hatchlings growing into eagles that soar to great heights. Tonight we bear witness to how a holistic approach to youth development is reaping inspiring results. Besides our tertiary beneficiaries, CRET has expanded its development model to support youth in alternative skills, including in aviation and organic farming methods. We recognize some of these here tonight too. You are from the classes of 2019 and 2020, and your return on our investment means you contributed to CRET attaining an average pass rate of 89%. That's since 2012, and you now join the 150-odd graduates we have produced. I challenge you to embrace this next step in life. Education opens doors and provides opportunity. Use this education you have received and make something of it. Add value to your community, your country, and this world. Yes, you may stumble, but you must continue to work hard, smart, and with integrity to create opportunities for yourselves and your families. You are the generation that will take the technology of today to new dimensions. You are the ones who will bring solutions to environmental and developmental concerns, who will need to tackle our challenges of poverty, abuse, and other socio-economic issues. As you go forward, don't forget to continue to care for yourself, your family, your friends, and your communities. To those who have lost loved ones during this time, my grief is yours. To the family of Nyanisi Langwani, a CRET student who lost her life recently, my thoughts and prayers are with you. We will overcome and we will continue to grow and succeed. Our success is dependent on the backing of our supporters, and I would like to give credit to those who have walked this journey with us. To our donors, your ongoing collaboration means we can continue to impact lives, as is evidenced here. To our opening artists, the incredible CRF and CRET team, and a special shout out to my program manager, Alice Moyer, who also recently graduated with her honours in development studies. To Ethel, who stepped in to manage this production. To the production crew, who have faced different challenges each day. Thank you. I'd like to further acknowledge the work of our Alumni Advisory Board, headed by Cyril Madiba. This week, Cyril was recognised again as one of the Mail and Guardian's top 200 young South Africans. The Advisory Board continues to be instrumental in our workings, including in assisting with this production. Mr. President, Dr. Motsepe, our board and trustees, your ongoing strategic oversight is appreciated. Without you, events such as this and the work we undertake would not be possible. To all our beneficiaries, some know me better than others, it is the joy and determination that I've experienced through your eyes that continues to drive me and invoke my passion for our youth. Your CRET family loves you and is proud. Let us remain safe and celebrate together tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mrs. Chantel. It is always good to hear. We'll be back on track to whip our current cohort of students into shape, and of course, to be part of the bigger board. Because I'm quite sure we were far more dedicated. Gentlemen, please forgive me, because it is important that we acknowledge the challenges of our youth facing today. We can ask a short overview of the work that the Trust is busy doing. Before we move on, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a little fun and test your knowledge. I set there are prizes up for grabs tonight, and we will see how well you are equated, especially as the graduates and especially as the tertiary students, how acquainted you are with what is happening in the world. So we will be running polls of 3 sessions, 3 polls. So we'll be asking you questions, and if you are fast enough with your fingers to press the first correct. What was the 2015 South African student protest movement known as? Is it A, the fees must fall, B, roads must fall, C, vets asina mali? The second question is, who is the founder of CRET? A, Dr. Motsepe, President Cyril Ramaphosa at B, and C, Chantel Oosthuizen as Mama Bear. If you don't need Google to do that, and I'm sure you've already submitted your answer, there are prizes up for grabs for you later on when we close the show. And ladies and gentlemen, for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the reason why we are here, we would like to do the highlight of our evening by recognizing the credible CRET beneficiaries who have waited for so long to be here tonight. Yes, these awards relate to 2020 and are happening late due to COVID unfortunate occurrences. I'd like to hand over now to our presenters to actually present the awards in 4 of the categories of faculties that we have under CRET.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Senzegile Maseko, and I am a CRET alumni and also serve as the head of the Education Committee on the CRET Alumni Advisory Board. I graduated in 2018 with an honors degree in Education Management, Law and Policy. I am currently a partner and principal at Intellectual Village in Pretoria West. It gives me such great pleasure to announce our graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Humanities. We start off by honoring CRET students who have achieved the highest results in this faculty and have earned the accolade Top Achievers within the faculty. Our top achievers in the Faculty of Humanities and Arts are Ayanda Nkosi and Michelle Spach. Congratulations to the following graduates who have also traveled the long journey towards achieving their educational dreams and have successfully graduated. These are Mariana Chiwaya, Letlogonolo Masilo, Tulaganyo Mokwena, Eunice Chiwaya, Mohau Mokabolani, Nelson Chauke, Mpho Hlongo, Pumlani Mkwanazi, Kronosia Sigidi, Magdalene Mutula, Ndarapani Mavuso, Sonia Chaba, Tando Simango, Yolanda Kedama, Londiwe Pungwayo, and last but not least, Donay Lochenberg. Congratulations to all of you on your well-deserved achievements.
Ladies and gentlemen, it feels so good to be standing on this platform again after some years since my own graduation. My name is Precious Monareng, a CRET alumni, and I completed my honors in economics from the University of Pretoria in 2016. I'm also a final year Master of Economics student at WITS, and I'm currently working as a credit analyst for Ashburton Investments. I am proud to announce our graduates and top achievers from the Faculty of Commerce. Our top achievers are Adang Mungomeni and Sinetemba Qibani. We congratulate the following graduates who have achieved their educational dream and have successfully graduated. Blessing Chauke, Temuso Luvengo, Nsendi Nzimande, Nomonde Zungu, Nomusa Zungu, Khomotsang Tobejani, Sarah Fox, Kutlwano Leshaba, Thanduxolo Vezi, Maphuti Moyaha, Lufuno Lesheba, Palesa Mukwena, Mukhove Rangwaneni, Lebogang Maselasele, Mandisa Mlitwa, Mamarabe Teletani, Siphesihle Sithole, Lebogang Mashaba, Buyisani Mkhize.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all agree that CRET is producing an amazing caliber of graduates across various faculties. My name is Madede Hafani, also a CRET alumni. I graduated with my BSc in Electrical Engineering in 2013, and I recently completed my Masters of Science in Engineering Management with WITS. I am a professional electrical engineer at Zutari. This evening, I will be announcing our graduates from the Faculty of Engineering as well as the Faculty of Science and Information Technology. Our top achievers who have achieved the highest results from the Faculty of Engineering are Tumelo Malebana and Pilani Dube. CRET engineering graduates are Lungile Makatini, Ntabise Muralo, Armand Jacobs, Nzundene Ndo, the Faculty of Science and Information Technology, we congratulate the following top achievers: Basane Mabasa and Atleham Makukuwe. Our graduates from this faculty are as follows: Lindoguhle Dladla, Michael Ndovu, Busisiwe Dumezweni, Kutlwano Sereko, Naume Dube, Ryan Govender, Success Chauke, Corinne Malahlela, Kabelo Mukwena, Thabang Vilagazi, Thembinkosi Manyeruke, Palesa Fuchane, Lindiwe Ndlebe.
A key part of CRET's strategy is to promote alternative skills development, in addition to university study. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kuliswa Jakuja, and I am the Program Administrator for CRET. We are proud to recognize the following candidates who have obtained qualifications in alternative and vocational skills. The Civil Aviation Authority of South Africa certification in flight attendant training goes to Boitumelo Mashile, Bontle Precious Mosinki, Chemp Sehata, Cordelia Mdungwa, Dimpo Makuwane, Dinewo Shalala, Jennifer Matonzi, Letabo Lekele, Orikidia Koza. Remote pilot licensing certification in our drone pilot project goes to Azwindini Mugari, Jaden Brink, Velile Mngoma, Braden Kitching, Musa Amanji. Certificate in firefighting goes to Sipombongo.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alice Moyo, but I'm also known as Mama Africa or Auntie Alice to the majority of our students. Our final award for this evening is the coveted Student of the Year Award. We have identified this special award as the Nelson Mandela Award for overall leadership, excellence, and achievements. This award is given to one student from so many, that student who's displayed the ability to be successful in all aspects of the program, excelling in academics, leadership, cultural, sports, and or community service. The student essentially lives the ethos of CRET by constantly overcoming daily challenges while still serving the community, their family, peers, and of course their academics. Our Student of the Year for 2019 is a beneficiary who remains consistently involved in CRET and CRF programs. The student has facilitated a time management workshop as well as the Trekker Men in the Making program. He always avails himself to mentor other students and host exam prep sessions, as well as tutor fellow students. I don't know where he gets the time from, but the student has also served as the president of the Wits Toastmaster Society and was crowned an award area speaking champion. He is also a founder of an NGO called the Bono Foundation, where he focuses on career guidance, mentorship, and tutoring. The student was also a part of a founding team of Tackling, a mobile application that links students with tutors. There is so much more this student has done, and mentioning it will take the whole day. Please allow me to congratulate Ntundeni Ndou for his outstanding achievements. In 2020, an incredibly challenging year, the student created a Facebook page called Confessions, where people can relate their challenges and are provided with comfort and guidance. She also helps homeless people, providing them with food, toiletries, and clothes. The student also mentors and tutors and is currently tutoring a grade 10 student and 2 university students. This particular student is very active on Zelato. When she earns points, she redeems coupons and gives them to the less fortunate. She's a little mama bear. She's also taken a number of self-development courses on this platform and has learned a number of soft skills. She dedicated time to the Samsung Global Goals. Through this, she's been able to donate some money to 3 of your world goals, and one of them includes fighting hunger and poverty. Just like in Sundeni, the list of amazing things this student has done is extensive. The award for 2020 Student of the Year goes to Anna Mimbire.
When I got the call, I was shocked and excited at the same time because it was one of the life-changing calls I've ever received.
My reaction when I got the news, Alice called me and she wasn't very direct as to, you got the battery, girl? No, she was like, how soon can you find accommodation? And I'm in my head, I'm just like, number one, who are you? Number two, accommodation for what? Chickens?
I was excited. I just couldn't believe it.
I was very excited. I was relieved that at least that burden was removed from my mom's shoulders. But what I didn't realize at that moment is that the support I would receive from CRET would go beyond just the financial support.
What I enjoyed the most about being a CRET student, it's support, fun and inspiration that come with it. Like at CRET, you get support from different people in different levels. Like from CRET staff, CRET alumni, and also CRET students. So it's not just a bursary, so I always consider CRET as my family.
The thing I enjoyed the most about being a CRET student has to be meeting the president.
Being a part of a group of people who want to make a difference in other people's lives.
Their love and their consistent support.
My experience with the program has been very great. It has been an exciting journey because CRET has not only been there to pay for my studies, but they have made sure that all aspects of my life are taken care of. CRET has been there to support me throughout. Even when I'm done with school, CRET is still there supporting me.
I was able to meet and network with my peers, and I always had someone from the CRET family by my side to always hold my hand.
It has been a great experience. It took me out of my comfort zone, having to meet different students from different faculties.
The support from CRET has been one of the most defining points of my journey. Whenever I needed anything, I could always count on the CRET team being there for me.
All my fees were being taken care of, including accommodation and food, which made me to work harder to show my appreciation to them and also make my family and instructors happy.
I'd say it shaped me, or it shaped my learning journey into a more meaningful learning journey, because having that kind of support, it motivated me to work hard, to be the best version of myself, because I just wanted to make everyone proud.
The most difficult part about my journey while studying is that I had to mix work with studies.
Would be when I failed my final year module, statistics, and I had to add on another year.
The most challenging part for me was during first year, where I had to transition from high school to university.
I was able to overcome that with the undivided support from the CRET. There was no day where I felt alone and depressed because they provided me with everything, and I mean everything.
My favorite university memory was when I went to write my CA exam. That's when I finally realized I'm a qualified cabin crew member at 18. The joy on my mother's and instructor's face was out of this world.
It was in 2019 when we went to the lodge and met the president.
It has to be the VEC programs because I got to learn a lot of things, including learning how to come out of my comfort zone.
I think 10 years from now, I will be editing books because that is my passion. And hopefully the people watching this video will be the ones who write the books, but we'll see how that goes.
I want to see myself working in the military as a military lawyer.
I see myself as an entrepreneur and a leader.
My 10-year plan from now is definitely seeing myself as an entrepreneurial philanthropist who gives back in volume.
The 3 words that I would use to describe CRET is education, future, and youth.
Guidance, mentorship, and support.
Love, support, and family, because that's exactly what I've received.
When I think of CRET, I think of a loving family, and that's how I can describe CRET.
From me to the CRET family, I would like to say thank you very much.
You've changed everything for me.
Ngiyabonga CRET.
I have grown personally, I have grown professionally.
En ek ken CRET Nene.
Wel, ek wil vir CRET baie dankie sê vir alles wat hulle vir my gedoen het.
Ke leboga go menagane CRET.
The CRET program has also taught me the importance of charity and the importance of not only receiving, but always being able to pay it forward and to give back. And I will always carry that lesson throughout my life. Thank you so much.
Wow, a hearty congratulations once again to all our graduates, our top achievers and students of the year. I mean, judging from this video that I just played now, CRET is really doing a great job. I would also like to acknowledge the following graduates from the Chibasa Trust that have studied. There are 3 of them. Andane Ramaphosa completed a national diploma in sports management from Val University of Technology. And secondly, we've got Musibudi Matsepani, Bachelor's of Arts in Communication Sciences from the University of Limpopo. And thirdly, we've got John Rebisi with Bachelor's of Law from the University of Limpopo. A hearty congratulations to each and every single one of you who have achieved an award today, and who have achieved an award and have completed their qualifications, and also a top achiever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into our second poll for the evening. You remember, we're still testing your knowledge. Please get your fingers ready to type. The first correct answer wins. Now, the question goes as follows. According to the Guinness World Record, how old is the world's oldest graduate? Is it A, 102 years old, B, 100 years old, or C, 96 years old? If you're still looking on Google, like I said, it's too late. The first person who gets the answer gets the prize. The second question goes as follows. What year did CRET alumni send their first students to university? Is it A, 1996? Or B, 2004, or C, 2017? So those are the 2 questions. And like I said, prizes are up for grabs, and those who are fast enough will definitely get their prizes at the end of the show, of the event tonight. Now, I would like, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome our chairperson and the patron of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation. Mr. President and the First Lady, you have done a great job in the lives of many South Africans here. You have irrigated many dying dreams, and you have aligned yourselves with the paradigm of service. And as a result, I do not want to waste any time, ladies and gentlemen. Let us listen to the message of encouragement from our chairperson, Dr. Tshepo Motsepe, and the patron, the Honorable Cyril Ramaphosa.
Good evening, esteemed guests. It gives me great pride as the chair of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation to recognize the achievements of the beneficiaries of the Education Trust. Years ago, I too was a student who faced complexities of tertiary study. Admittedly, those were some of my toughest yet most rewarding years. I can tell many stories of my being a DJ at parties at students' residence. In those days, the music was on records or gramophones. I don't think many of you know what a gramophone is. Those were happy times, albeit not without challenges. However, I cannot dispute that the education landscape is a different place to when I was a student. Our country has been severely challenged by the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, which has seriously impacted education and small businesses. These are 2 focal areas of this work of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation. Schools, universities, and colleges have had to close, and many young people have missed significant parts of their academic year. As a result, the inequalities in society are laid bare, as many have not had the means to continue learning due to lack of access to essential resources. We know this has also made the situation of our youth who are not in education, employment, or training worse. In this context, we once again see the importance of skills development in our young society in mitigating poverty. If we are to recognize the efforts of the interventions of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation entities in promoting an inclusive and empowering society, there is no time than tonight. We have to witness in these students' achievements how a helping hand can make difference and change lives. That is the ethos of the Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust program. It is holistic. We give holistic support. It's a family environment, a helping hand. But we cannot continue to work in silos. In the normal course of times, education equips individuals with knowledge and skills. It creates a skilled work population, improves productivity, and drives business growth. Investing in education creates skilled people with rising incomes and a demand for production and services, which creates markets and new opportunities for growth of our economy. Through this crisis, we have to adapt, be resilient and innovative in our endeavors. But the overriding theme is that to prevail and overcome means we have to collaborate with like-minded partners. I wish to commend the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation and Cyril Ramaphosa Education partners who have continued to show their support during this time. Donors, mentors, alumni, the Cyril Ramaphosa Education team, and the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation support staff, your efforts are recognized. We are constantly called on to be more relevant and more creative in the objects and programs of our partnerships. Indeed, that is a question before us today. It means going beyond mere funding relationship to shared dynamic commitments, to partnership rooted in a shared patriotic commitment to development. I call for partnership with the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation in its pursuit to build an inclusive and empowered society. I call for more collaborative efforts that will contribute to systemic improvement in the sectors which the foundation works. Let us develop the skills and jobs that the economy needs, support tertiary education and holistic youth development programs. With your support, collaboration, and partnership, we can advance the work and impact of Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation and positively impact many lives. Tonight is evidence of the impact of our work. We celebrate the graduates and top achievers, and I call on all our current students who are facing unprecedented times to stay strong, seek our support, and let us work and walk this journey together. Someday, I hope to meet some of you in person, and who knows, that will be a very, very important day in my life. I thank you.
Trustees and board members of Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, of Adopted School, of KST, of CRET, and Black Umbrellas, the alumni and beneficiaries of CRET, stakeholders, partners, and friends of the foundation, and all distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to share in this celebration or some significant achievements by our students. I am filled with pride as I look back on the road we have traveled in making a difference in the lives of these young men and women. The Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust, an entity of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, has its origins in the mid-90s, and in the financial support, Donay Nicol and I were able to give to small numbers of students to study from money that I earned from public speaking engagements and from other sources. Since those early days, the CRET program has grown significantly, supporting over 315 tertiary students and producing some 150 graduates. Tonight, under difficult conditions that have forced us to go virtual, we are celebrating our top achievers and graduates from 2019 and 2020 cohort of supported youth. Among the many lessons we have learned over the years is that for our interventions to have maximum impact, they must be holistic. They must be able to touch every aspect of the lives of young people and not just touch one aspect. The Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation programs traverse an arc of life from primary and secondary education to tertiary education. They go on to employment and entrepreneurship. This, an all-encompassing and coherent development approach, positions us in a unique manner and has made us stand out in the developmental landscape. CRET's holistic support model to students includes psychosocial programs, mentorship, work experience, and a driver training program that links higher education access to meaningful job prospects. We also recognize the importance of alternative skills development pathways that can accelerate youth opportunities in employment. We have therefore supported hundreds of young people to receive training in organic farming and in other critical skills, including as accredited drone pilots. Our ability to adapt to a changing landscape has enabled us to continue to deliver on our mandate to make a real and meaningful difference where it is most needed in this country. We've made a difference in the lives of rural students, and some of whom, and one of those has taught himself to type on a cardboard cut-out keyboard, and who now is a successful professional in the accounting field. And also the young man who the trust supported in 1997 and who is today a cardiologist serving on the front lines of our academic, and we could not have anticipated that he would go to this high level in the healthcare sector. This event allows me to celebrate all of you who have walked the journey with the support of the Trust. To the beneficiaries here tonight, I urge you to grasp your destiny with both hands. It is my ardent wish that you will also give back to your communities and that someday you too will be donors to this trust. I am particularly pleased to note the role our alumni play in the work of the trust today. In 2016, I challenged the alumni to give back. The following year, the CRET Alumni Advisory Board was established, and an alumni trust was set up to raise funds to support more students. We have a graduate here tonight who benefited from that intervention, who is graduating today because of the support received from the alumni themselves. The Alumni Board continues to provide invaluable support to the CRET program. Many go the extra mile, and I cannot thank you enough for your continued support. Before the onset of COVID-19, the country was making progress in its efforts to address poverty, underdevelopment, unemployment, and a weak economy. That progress has been set back many years, and the recovery will take a great deal of effort and resources. This is a time to sustain rather than reduce levels of corporate social investment. Education, youth development, small business development, and job creation are high priorities for economic growth and recovery. We will have to deepen our collaboration as never before in driving the national recovery effort. Let us reaffirm our resolve to fundamentally change our society and to emerge as a better and more equal country. Let us continue to support the work of the Foundation and the contribution that it makes to an inclusive and empowered society, one where active citizenship, like that which CRET alumni exhibit, is seen and is evident. But tonight we celebrate the achievements of our youth who have manifested their dreams and are making a difference in society. I would really like to thank the trustees and the boards and the executive and the staff of the Foundation and all its partner entities. I thank our corporate partners and the alumni who have committed resources and worked very hard with us to pursue the vision of an inclusive, empowered society through educational development. Above all, it is my real honor and pleasure to congratulate our beneficiaries who continue to make us proud. Next year, I look forward to shaking the hands of our graduates personally, hoping, of course, that the pandemic will be over and we will have overcome COVID-19. I'd like to say that you should remain safe and remain committed to your dreams. I thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, the patron of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, as well as the First Lady as the chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we cannot really draw from this well enough. There is so much wisdom that flows from these two individuals that have made it their priority to change the lives of the youth of South Africa. Thank you so much, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa and the First Lady, for a great job that you are doing. I, for one, I can bear testimony to how you found me, the First Lady, as a farm boy, and I ended up now here. Hey, I'm the MC of this auspicious event, and I can also sit in boardrooms and speak English on a very high level for that matter. So thank you so much for everything that you have done for each and every single one of us here at CRET, and we cannot really make you disappointed, but we'll keep on actually doing good and making you proud. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the third poll of the night. I hope you have been ready, you have been practicing, you have been going through Google for something, for some questions, for some information. And now we are on the last question of this particular poll. How did CRET founder first generate funds to take students to varsity? From the message of the president, I'm sure you would have gotten some tips. Is it A, through public speaking at events? B, through donations, funding from other organizations, or C, through sponsorships programs? If you are fast enough, and if you are listening attentively to the president, I am sure, ladies and gentlemen, you will be the winner for tonight's poll. Now, let me introduce Larry Sofa. In South Africa's top mentalist and entertains and inspires audiences around the world. His act includes incredible feats of metal bending, mind reading, thought predictions, and telekinesis demonstrations. Larry has performed for celebrities like Jay-Z and the Beyonce, Mike Rutherford from Mike and the Mechanics, Andy McDowell, as well as royalty like Prince Harry of Oprah Winfrey, and 10 times for the Prince of Saudi Arabia. He's the youngest South African to perform at the world's famous Magic Castle and the only South African to be awarded a membership. Larry aims to inspire people to believe in the impossible and open their minds to the idea that they are capable of anything and they have the power to create the future they want. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Larry Sofa.
Is that Prince Harry?
Oh my word!
This will be unbelievable. So you ready for this?
Yeah.
Big bang. You see it?
Oh my god!
Stop, that was an F.
Nice, yo. That's crazy, dude. Whoa.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Yes, my name's Larry Sofa and I'm a mentalist. I read minds, I predict the future, I bend metal, I do weird and wonderful things that you guys are going to get to experience some of right here, right now. So I hope that you are all ready for this. We're going to have a lot of fun here today. I see there's a lot of chats coming through, a lot of comments coming through. That's great. We're going to have a lot of fun right now. Can I ask Megan, Kerry, Olga, Abiba, I think it is, Zazie, Cindy, Zolisi, Kaya, Lucky, Tammy, all of you guys just to be ready. And if we bring you up onto the stage right now, I want you guys to switch on your camera, okay? In fact, maybe you can switch on your camera right now and we'll choose you at random. So I see we have Cindy Randall there, and maybe we can bring Cindy up and we can bring two others up as well. We're going to bring you guys up at random here. Hi, Cindy, how are you doing? If you could unmute yourself. Great, great. Good. Where are you from?
From Johannesburg.
Okay, cool. So, Cindy, it sounds like you have two devices on in your office. If you could switch one device on mute, then that way we won't get that feedback sound. And then we're going to get some other people to come up and help me here. Yes, I see we have Olga over here. Hi, Olga, how you doing? You can unmute yourself. If you're up here on the screen, you can unmute yourself. And Azwindini, is that how I say your name? Azwindini?
Yes, that's how you say my name.
Great, great. Nice to meet you, Azwindini. And nice to meet you, Olga. You can unmute yourself as well. All right, we'll wait for Olga to unmute herself there. We're going to get started with a little bit of
yes, I'm here.
Great, great. We're going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up just to get you all into the swing of things. So I want everybody to partake with us. So even if you have your cameras on or not on at the moment, if you're on this call right now, I want you to partake with us. We're going to get started with a warm-up just to get you all into the swing of things. So everybody raise your right hand like this. Excellent. And take your index finger and your thumb and place it together like that. So you create a little circle. And everybody take that circle and place it on your chin.
My chin?
This is your chin, guys.
Oh.
But if you thought that this was your chin, that just shows me how easily you're going to be able to be influenced here today. So actually, let's get started with Olga. Olga, I think, in fact, Olga, do you have your cell phone with you?
Yes, I do.
You do, okay. So Olga, I'm gonna use you in just a moment. Let's get started with Aswindini over here. Aswindini, seeing that you thought that this was your turn, I'm gonna try and influence your mind to think of a particular playing card, all right? And I believe that I'm able to do this. In fact, I believe in my ability so much so that if I get this effect wrong, I'm gonna teach you all how to do this. Sound good, Aswindini?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, good. So Aswindini, I'm going to influence your mind to think of this particular playing card that's upside down in this pack over here. I'm not going to show you what it is. I'm just going to try and influence you to think of the card that is upside down in that pack. There's one card that's upside down. Let's see if we can do this. So your first choice, Aswindini, is going to be the color of the card. So is it going to be a red card or a black card? Don't say anything out loud. Just think it in your mind. Aswindini, immediately when I look at you, I'm getting that you've gone for the wrong color. Can you just change to the opposite color, please? Excellent. And tell us, what is the color that you have in your mind right now?
It's red.
Red. So you initially went for black, yes?
Yes.
Yes. And then I was able to read your mind and coax you into changing to red. But other than that, this is all fair, would you say?
Okay.
Okay, good. Aswindini, I'm not sure if you have some background noise over there, or if anybody's got background noise. If you could just mute yourself. I think we might have cut that background noise out there. Great. So Aswindini, I don't think it was you. I think it was somebody else on the call. So now that you've gone for red, is that right, Aswindini?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. So now that you've gone for red, most people in your position would go for the heart. But maybe I'm only telling you that, Aswindini, so I could influence your mind to think of the diamond instead. Or maybe I'm giving you this whole scenario so I could try and trick you to tricking me to stay with the heart. So now that I've sufficiently confused you, Aswindini, you tell me, what are you going to go for, hearts or diamonds?
I'm going for diamond.
For diamonds. So imagine that all the diamonds are spread out across the table. You see number cards and picture cards, Aswindini. Whatever you choose, those are the ones that we'll use. Numbers or pictures?
Pictures.
Pictures. So imagine I'm picking up the picture cards, the Jack, the Queen, and the King, because the numbers are ace through to 10, right? So Aswindini, out of the Jack, the Queen, and the King, one stands out in your mind right now. Which one is it? Jack, Queen, or King?
I didn't hear you.
Which one is it? Jack, Queen, or King? Which one stands out in your mind?
It's King.
King. So you say King of Diamonds over here, right?
Yes.
This pack has been sitting here in full view the entire time, Aswindini. Right here in full view, right in front of your eyes the entire time. It's had a sticky dot on it. And the reason for the sticky dot is because there's a number 20 on it. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see it.
That's because I put one card upside down at position number 20. I'm going to be very fair about this, Aswindini. This is so crazy. You could have chosen any card, but you went for the?
I went for a king.
King of Diamonds, right?
Yes.
Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is number 19, Aswindini. The next one down is number 20. You could have chosen black or red. You could have chosen pictures or numbers. Ultimately, you went for the King of Diamonds. You could have gone for absolutely any card, but you went for exactly the King of Diamonds.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Cindy. Thanks, everyone. Now, I know what some people are thinking over here. Some people are thinking, that was very clever. That was amazing. But you know what? Larry must have used sleight of hand to turn that card upside down and place it in position number 20. But as Windini, I don't want anybody to give me credit for the wrong thing over here. And that's why I made the King of Diamonds the only blue back card. And as Windini, not only that, I believed in my ability so much so that I didn't even bother to bring the other cards. It's pretty crazy, right? Thank you very much, everybody. As Windini. Now I want to show you guys something very cool that I've come up for virtual events. It's called the virtual round of applause. I know it's very difficult to applaud during this time because it feels like we're clapping alone in our own home. It feels a little bit awkward, right? So everybody raise your hands like this. And I want you to shimmer your hands back and forth, but nice and fast. So you're going to move back and forth, but nice and fast like this. That's great. So that's how you do the virtual round of applause during this time, all right? So what you're going to do when you want to give a round of applause? Amazing, amazing. So that's how we can do the virtual round of applause. So I want to take this a little bit further. In fact, Olga, do you have your cell phone with you, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. So Olga, I want you to go onto your Google Chrome or your Safari or whatever it is, and I want you to type in this full question. You're going to type in, how many words are there on Wikipedia? I'm just picking up all my cards over here. You're going to type in, how many words are there on Wikipedia? And once you've typed that in, you can let us know. You can press search, and then you can... you should see a website that says WikiCount. Do you see that there?
Yeah.
You can click into that for us and then show us what it says on your screen.
Okay. Yo. Do I need to read this number out? I'm going to embarrass myself. 6.3 million.
6.3 million. Okay. Great. So is that how many articles there are in the English Wikipedia?
Yes, there are approximately 6.3 million articles in the English Wikipedia as of 1 July 2021.
Which is today, right? And do you want to just bring a little bit closer to the camera so you can see it, so we can see it all?
The lighting is not good. Can you see it?
It's a little bit bright. That's okay.
Yeah, the light is too bright. Yeah.
That's okay. Does it maybe say how many words?
6328297.
Okay, and does it maybe say how many words there are per article?
With an average approximately 1.459 words per article.
1459, right?
Yeah.
1459 times 6 million approximately. That gives us somewhere between 8 and 9 billion words on Wikipedia, approximately. You don't have to work it out. I'm going to read your mind on one of those 8 to 9 billion words, and that's how insanely impossible this next effect is that I'm about to do with you, Olga. So I'm just going to get my marker over here. Let me just grab this here. Okay. So, Olga, I'm going to leave this over here for us. If you could scroll down, you should be able to visit Wikipedia. Do you see that?
Scroll down on this page.
Yes.
Yeah, visit Wikipedia, yeah.
Yes. And then once you did you click on that?
Okay, click on it. Yep.
Okay, great. And once you're inside Wikipedia, you should see a little magnifying glass toward the top of your screen. Do you see that?
Yes.
Great. You can click on that for me, just the magnifying glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then you should be able to type in any friend or family member's name. Somebody who there's no way that I could ever possibly know.
A word.
Yeah, anybody's name. It could be a friend or a family member. So somebody who there's no way I could ever possibly know. Any friend or family member.
Okay. You want me to
In
click
fact,
go?
don't click go, actually. In fact, why don't you delete every single letter? Rather, delete every single letter, Olga, and then type in a celebrity's name instead. That way you know you'll definitely get an article. So it can be an actor, actress, sports star, musician, singer, totally up to you. And you type in the full name. So if you typed in Jennifer, you'd say Jennifer Lopez or Jennifer Aniston. Obviously, don't search for Jennifer now that I've said it. But once you've pressed search, you can let me know. And let me know when you got an article there. So now you've got a celebrity, you should have an article. Sometimes there's like a random picture at the top and some random words. I want you to scroll past those words and pictures at the top and scroll into the body of the article and choose a nice long word out of the article, Olga. But don't touch the word and show anybody else in your home. Just think it in your mind. So as you're scrolling, just think of a word with 7 letters or more. But make sure that the word is totally disrelated to your celebrity, okay? So make sure it's a long word and it's disrelated to your celebrity. And let me know when you've got a word. Any
More than
word
7 letters.
with 7 letters or more, right? Or more. Doesn't have to be a difficult word. You got something? Great, you can put your phone face down. And can I ask Sipe, can you unmute yourself for me? And Cindy, if you could unmute yourself, that would be great. And tell me right now, if I could get this word from Olga's mind, one of 8 to 9 billion words on Wikipedia, this would be insane, right?
Yep, indeed.
Yes, because you just thought of a random celebrity, you thought of a word in the article. If I could get that word from your mind right now, because you didn't even touch the word and show anybody, you just thought of it in your mind, right? So I'm going to try and get it from your mind of you, Olga. I want you to raise your right hand like this. And Olga, I'm going to try and form a connection with you. Olga. So just in your mind, I want you to repeat the first letter of your word over and over, like R, R. It's not an R. Is it an A?
No.
What's the first letter?
Oh.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but I'm definitely getting like an R and an A. Is there an R and an A in your celebrity's name?
Yes, there is.
Okay, good. You're doing so good. So from the letter O, the random word that you're thinking of, from the letter O, I want you to spell out your word letter by letter in your mind, never out loud. Start now. Stop, Olga. That was a C that you just looked at in your mind. Third letter down was a letter C, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, very good. From the third letter, from the letter C, I want you to keep spelling out your word in your mind. Do that now. Stop, Olga. That was an S that you just looked at.
Yes.
Yes. And what's crazy, Olga, is right now you freaked out and you jumped all the way to the end of the word and you looked at another letter S.
Yes. Yes.
Olga, you were thinking, this is crazy, but somehow Larry's in my head, even though we're kilometers or maybe hundreds of kilometers apart, he's in my head and he knows what my word is, right?
Yes, I am freaked out, of course.
Yeah. And you just thought of that word. You didn't touch it and show anybody else in your apartment, right?
No.
So I don't know what your word is just yet, but I'm going to try and get this from your mind. I want you to spell out your word letter by letter, just in your mind. Once again, start again now. I'm definitely getting something here, Olga. Olga, for the first time, I mean, if I have your word, one of 8 to 9 billion words on Wikipedia right now, this would be crazy, yes?
Definitely.
So, Olga, for the first time, tell everybody, what is the word that you're merely thinking of?
Occasions.
Occasions?
Oh my God.
Crazy, right? And what's even crazier, Olga, is before you thought of occasions, you thought of a celebrity, yes?
Yes, I did.
I'm getting somebody from America, but also from here, from South Africa. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
This is definitely not a female, not Charlize Theron. Are you thinking of Trevor Noah?
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
And what's even crazier is before you thought of Trevor Noah, Olga, you thought of a family member, yes?
I did.
I said you could have thought of a friend or a family member, but I know I could pick up in your mind that you went for a family member. That's correct, yes?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
It's a male?
Yes.
Love relationship, yes? This is
Well,
not your son.
no, like
This is
close
not your son
family.
that you-
Close family.
Close family.
Yes.
This is not your son that you're thinking of. Is this your brother?
My brother, yes.
Yes. Because I'm getting like there was love involved, but it was definitely like a little bit more distance than your husband or your son. I want you to imagine your brother over here in your mind. You didn't even search for your brother. You didn't even get to type in his name completely, right?
Yep.
That's true, yes? Because
Yes,
I said you
that's
could go
true.
for Trevor. Yeah, because I said you could go for Trevor Noah, or you could go for a celebrity instead, and then you went for Trevor Noah, yes?
Yes, because that's shorter actually compared to my brother's name and surname.
Yeah, so you didn't even type in his name completely. So if I could get his name from your mind right now, this would be out of this world, yes?
Definitely. Yeah, that's going to be mind blown.
Well, here we go, Olga. We're going to try this out. Imagine your brother right here between us, as if you see him right here. And just in your mind, you're going to say hello and then say his name. Just in your mind, never move your lips. I don't want anyone to think that I'm good at lip reading here. So here we go, Olga. So you'd say hello. Godfrey?
No. No.
So crazy, right? No, you guys.
Because I didn't think this was a common name that you would think of. You know,
Yes.
a Jeffrey or a Michael.
I know exactly what you mean. And so Olga, I've got something very special to join, so everybody can join in here. In fact, Cindy, Olga, you can stay here with me. We're going to get a few other people onto the screen. I want you all to grab out your cards right now. So if you're not on the screen and you don't have cards, you can take an A4 piece of paper, cut it into 4 equal parts, and make little drawings, okay? So I want you to make sure that you all have that. Great. And everybody show me your cards. Let's see your cards. Great. So everybody's got pictures on cards. That's fantastic.
Excellent. Mine doesn't have.
Now, if you're on the screen right now and you don't have any background noise, please unmute yourself. Great. All right, good. So I want you all to take the cards right now. We're going to play a little love game over here. Make sure that all the pictures are different on the cards. So make sure that all pictures are different, okay? And so it can be all playing cards, or it can be pictures like you guys have on cards over there. Everybody show me your cards. I want to see that again. I want to make sure everybody's got it. Jenny, do you have cards? Kerry's got cards. Lucky's got cards. Sazi, do you have your cards? He's making them. Okay, Sipe, do you have them? Okay, cool. I'm not sure if Stipe has them, probably doesn't have them, that's cool. And then once you've made your cards, I want you to give them a good shuffle like this. And make sure that all the cards are facing the floor, all the pictures are facing the floor. Everybody just give them a good mix like this. And this is called the love ritual. And the reason why this is called the love ritual is because if this works, you guys are going to have love for the rest of the year. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good. Keep shuffling. Lucky's very happy about that. I think he thinks he's going to get lucky, so that's great. So, okay. So keep shuffling over here. Everybody keep shuffling, keep mixing. And the reason why we're doing all this mixing is because, like love, it can be very confusing. Okay. That's true, right, Lucky? So once you've done I want you to hold the two short ends of the cards between your hands like this, and I want everybody to partake. If you're on the screen or not on the screen right now, I want everybody to partake of you. Hold those two short ends between your hands. Make sure that the long ends are facing me and you. And then take the cards in the center and tear them in half.
What? In the center.
Great. And let me know when you've done that. Everybody done it? Good. I know it takes a little bit of muscle. Yes, good. And then take either half and place one on top of the other. Doesn't matter which way. Your choice. Cool. So if anybody, so I just want to stop here for a second. So everybody hold on to your cards like this. And if somebody has another device on in the background, like if you have two devices on, make sure one is on mute. Okay, because otherwise it gives that feedback sound, all right? Okay, good. So everybody follow after me. Everybody take 3 cards off the top. 1, 2, 3 cards off the top. And then take those cards and put them somewhere into the middle. Not at the top, not at the bottom, somewhere in the middle. And then make it nice and neat into a neat pile like that. Just square them up. Great. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot, but this is a good time to do this. Everybody take the top card and place it. Actually, you can sit on it. You can place it underneath your right cheek or your left cheek, just not somebody else's cheek. All right. Okay, good. Good. Okay, cool. So let's see. Marta, can you name a number? 1, 2, or 3? 2. So everybody take 2 cards off the top. 1, 2, and place them somewhere into the middle. Not at the top, not at the bottom, somewhere in the middle, and then square them up. And give me a thumbs up when you've done that. Excellent. Now you can do absolutely anything you like here at this point. It's your choice. You can either do absolutely nothing, or you can take 1 card off the top, or 2, or 3 cards off the top. Totally up to you. So either do absolutely nothing or take 1, 2, or 3 cards off the top and place them into the middle. Give me a thumbs up when you've got that. Great, great. Okay, cool. So this is where we play the love game, all right? And once again, if you have another computer on in the background, please put that computer on mute, okay? All right, I think it might be Jenny over here, so I'm going to, yes, thank you, Jenny. Okay, great. If you don't have another computer on in the background, you can keep yourself unmuted. But this love game is something that we played when we were little kids, and this is how it goes. Everybody take the top card and place it to the bottom and say, she loves me. Or for the ladies, he loves me.
He loves me.
Very good. Take the next one off the top, throw it away, and say, she loves me not, or he loves me not.
He loves me not. He loves me not.
Good. Take the next one off the top and place it to the bottom and say, she loves me.
He loves me. He loves me.
Good. Good. Take the next one off the top, throw it away, and say, she loves me not.
He loves me not.
Good. Take the next one off the top and place it to the bottom, and with passion, say, she loves me.
He loves me.
Excellent, guys. Take the next one off the top and with vigor, throw it away and say, she loves me not.
Loves me not. He loves me not.
Excellent. Take the next one off the top, place it to the bottom and say, she loves me.
He loves me. He loves me.
Excellent. Next one off the top, guys. Take the next one off the top and place it to the bottom and say, oh, sorry, we did she loves me now. So take the next one off the top, throw it away and say, she loves me not.
He loves me not.
Great. The next one off the top to the bottom, she loves me.
He loves me.
The next one off the top, throw it away. She loves me not.
He loves me not.
The next one to the bottom, she loves me.
He loves me. He loves me.
And the next one off the top, she loves me not.
He loves me not.
Great. And this is where the impossible happens in your home, all right? This is where the impossible happens in your home. So everybody show me your card. Everybody show me your card. Yes. Just your half, just the half a card.
Show you
And this
that.
is where the impossible happens in your home.
How are we supposed to show you that?
I don't know if you felt that, but the impossible should have happened in your home on that card that you were sitting on. Everybody take that card out, bring it out, turn it upside down, and show it.
No.
What?
Wait.
No.
No, wait.
Yes!
Damn.
Show everybody else on your screen, guys! Amazing!
Damn.
You guys were amazing.
This is
Give it a
freaky.
huge round of applause. Thank you so much.
I'm forever. That's what's happening.
Now you guys have been so fantastic. I'm going to deal with you guys on the screen right
this
now.
mean I'm
Lucky,
getting
you were amazing. Sazi, you were amazing. You guys were fantastic. Now, I want everybody right now to think of something really important. We're all going to partake in this right now, but I want to show you a video that I took on the beach just a few weeks ago, actually. And that video is here on my phone. So let me just bring this out here. This video I took on the beach just a few weeks ago, and I took it on the beach in Cape Town. And basically, I wrote something in the sand. I wrote a very special message in the sand. I'm going to play it for you right now, but I'm going to keep it on mute because I don't want you guys to hear what I'm saying just yet. But this is the video that I'm going to show to you in just a moment. It's a prediction of what's about to happen. If this happens, this would be crazy. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the entire video. We're just going to leave that like that. Great. So basically, the reason why I went to the beach is because I actually thought that the beach represents freedom, hope, and happiness to all of us during this time, because it's the one thing that was taken away from all of us. Would you agree with that? It's the one thing that was taken away from us all over the world during this time. So for that reason, it represents freedom, hope, and happiness. So I want everybody on the call right now to think of an idea. It could be a one-word idea. Think of a one-word idea. It could be an activity, it could be a person, it could be an action, it could be any word that you like, totally up to you, that represents either freedom or hope or happiness. So one word that represents either freedom or hope or happiness. Show me your hands when you've got your choices in your mind. Okay, cool. We're going to use Kerry for this. Let's use Lucky for this. And let's use, let's see, Marta. Let's use Marta for this. And the rest we're going to send you back out into the audience. Everybody give everybody else that was up on the call right now a huge round of applause that was up on the stage. Great. Thanks, guys. So Kerry, Lucky, and Marta. You guys have some words in your mind right now. Let me just get a pad here. Lucky, what is your word?
Sorry?
Say again.
My word is sovereignty.
Sovereignty.
Yes.
Sovereignty. Like that, right?
Yes.
Great. And then, Kerry, what is your word?
It was hiking. I don't
Hiking.
know why. Yeah.
That's totally cool. Hiking. And Marta, what is your word?
Walking.
Walking. Okay, cool. So you guys chose sovereignty, hiking, and walking. You could have chosen absolutely anything. And tell me, Lucky, why did you choose sovereignty? Does it represent freedom or hope or happiness?
Freedom.
Freedom. Okay, amazing. And Kerry, hiking, what does that represent to you? Freedom or hope or happiness?
I think a bit of a combination of all three, but mostly, I suppose, happiness.
Happiness. Okay, great. That's amazing. And a combination of all three. So you say freedom and hope as well. And Marta, what was your word?
walking.
Sorry, your word was walking. Sorry about that, but what did your word represent? Freedom or hope or?
It was a
Say again?
combination. It was a combination of freedom and hope.
Freedom and hope. Okay, amazing. Amazing. So you guys chose 3 different words. You can see that all your words are different. I chose you at random here today. You had no idea that you were going to be chosen here today, right?
Hey man, you wrote it on the beach? Oh yeah.
You had no idea that you were going to be chosen here today. In fact, you didn't even know that you were going to choose these words up until the last moment. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true.
That's correct.
Even so, this video was taken weeks before even meeting here tonight. This is so crazy. Check this out, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm here at the beach in my home city, Cape Town. I hope I've managed to uplift and inspire you and that you enjoyed the connected experience that we all shared. I've decided to write a message in the sand weeks before meeting because I had the urge to share one last crazy moment with all of you. Crazy. Way before we even met. Have a look at what I've been up to.
No way! What? No!
Sovereignty,
no way,
hiking,
man.
and walking.
That's crazy.
Let me rewind that for you guys so you can see that up close. Look at that. Sovereignty, hiking, and walking. You could have chosen absolutely anything.
That's a big word.
No.
No way.
Thank you very much, guys. You were amazing.
Nah.
And remember that freedom, hope, and happiness can never be taken away from you because those ideas and those emotions exist within you. So remember that with those ideas and those emotions, I would like you to actually use those ideas and those emotions to make 2021 your best year yet. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
I am astonished, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like jaws dropping here because of Larry. And I don't think we needed the technology to actually run our polls tonight because Larry already knows who the winners are. Now I would like to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on stage, Lebogang Maselesele, one of our recent graduates, to give us the vote of thanks. We are approaching the end of our event. And those for those competitive ones who have been taking part in our polls, like I actually suggest that you do, now is your time to shine. And we have our winners here. If you remember correctly, we had 2 questions in the first poll, then 2 questions in our second poll, and 1 question in our last poll. So the winner for our first question is Mpho Mhlongo. And our second winner is Charlotte Mkansi. And in the second poll, the first question, the winner is Lebogang George. And the second winner is Thandoxolo Vezi. And in our last poll, we've got a winner, Amanda Ahujere. And once again, thank you so much to our donors. Our donors, we cannot do this without you, without your help, really. This foundation would not achieve some of its milestones, and we really acknowledge you. We want to say thank you so much, a hearty thank you, a gratitude to each and every single one of you for your dedication and your sacrifices. Ladies and gentlemen, we have unfortunately come to the end of our event tonight. And I would like to say to each and every single one of you participated and who actually took your time to celebrate our graduates and top achievers with us. Our First Lady, I saw you online, and we're saying to you, so thank you so much. Also, our special guests and also our dignitaries that kept on logging on during the course of the program. We want to say thank you so much. And for each and every single one of you and the team behind this whole auspicious event for making this possible, we want to say thank you and thank you. And maybe next year we will get to and also of the First Lady. Thank you so much and have a great evening further, and cheers.
Enda, goeienaand, dumelang, molweni, and good evening to our esteemed guests who have taken precious time from their very busy schedules to join us this evening in acknowledging and celebrating the amazing achievements of the Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust, or simply put, CRET. I'm Lebogang Maselesele, a former CRET bursary holder and a current member of the CRET alumni. Over the past 5 years, I've had the honor of being part of this prestigious family, and I've also had the privilege to learn a lot of life skills from the various people associated with this amazing foundation. As you'll notice, throughout my speech, I try to refrain from referring to the foundation as merely an organization, as you are in fact more than that. Guided by its core purpose of fostering an inclusive, empowered society, CRET leaves no stone unturned in ensuring that every individual it encounters, whether directly or indirectly, is left at a better place than when he or she initially arrived. CRET follows a human-focused, holistic approach, a program designed to instill valuable life lessons to all its bursary holders, who will then apply those principles in their daily lives so they can improve the lives of the people around them. I feel I'm a perfect example of how CRET seeks to achieve their purpose. I'm one of the first students to be funded by the CRET Alumni Fund. Following a challenge by our Honorable President and Patron, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, the CRET Alumni Fund was established and sees a CRET alumni making donations contributing towards the studies of further students. The Alumni Fund epitomizes the core values and principles of the CRET family and further emphasizes the importance of the roles we have, individually and collectively, in ensuring that we improve our society for the better. CRET has really helped me to understand the role that I play in ensuring that I contribute positively to the development of my community, the economy, and society in general. Looking back to when I first joined the program, I was a very ambitious, passionate, yet shy young boy. Throughout the years, thanks to CRET's continuous support, mentorship, and guidance, I was able to grow into a very positive, generous, and responsible young man. This development did not happen overnight. CRET really committed to ensuring that I am part of various programs that contribute positively to my development. The nicest thing about the CRET program is that it does not only focus on financial needs, but it also focuses on a whole host of other programs that will help develop other areas of your life. Some of the programs I've had the privilege to be a part of include computer skills program, lifestyle coaching program, mentorship programs, interview skill sessions, and even driving lessons. And by combining all these different skills, I was able to continue pursuing my childhood dream of becoming a chartered accountant. I know I just spent the past couple of minutes trying to explain what the CRET bursary means, but to this day I still struggle to find words that fully explain what the CRET family has done for me and my fellow bursary holders, past and present, as no words can ever truly explain what being part of this family means to us. In closing, I first want to urge everyone to stay safe. We are still in a global pandemic, and the lives of our loved ones are still at stake. Please be responsible at all times so we can ensure that the effects of the third wave are not as severe as the previous two waves. And lastly, to my CRET family, thank you for organizing such an amazing award show. To my fellow grads and award winners, I'd like to take this moment to congratulate you all for your successes in one of the most difficult years ever. So please don't take it for granted. And lastly, to the creme de la crop, our current group of CRET beneficiaries, I hope you're inspired this evening by the success of your fellow peers, and I urge you all to take advantage of the opportunities that will come your way. Ke a leboga, CRET. Thank you for all your support. Bye, tanki, nyabong.